84. I'm speaking twice, sorry, because I asked the question earlier. But so I like Jenna's word that she feels like she's naive. I feel the same way. There's so much history. There's so much that went on in the, before the Gendler era. Thank you, Steve. That was brilliant. I'm learning so much tonight about what it must have been like and how lucky we all were who came after. I'm also feeling a little bit sad that I was only a 2-year senior because I didn't have enough Andover, and I keep learning that as my son goes through with his 3 years, and I wish I had had that 3rd year. So I was not really here under Ted Sizer, but Nancy Sizer was a history teacher and had a lot of influence over me, and I'm really excited to see her here tonight. I came to Andover from a year living on a kibbutz. So my coming with a Jewish background was really sort of interesting. I had a pretty solid Reform upbringing, but then coming from a kibbutz, coming from a socialist society, coming from all Jews all over the place, to here was pretty daunting and intimidating, and to arrive and find a Jewish life was really comforting. And to find Everett, who was so open and so wonderful. He even started a Hebrew table because I was one of 3 kids who knew how to speak Hebrew. And he sat there with his beautiful, flowing Torah-era Hebrew, and we sat there with our teenage slang. It was quite something, but it was so welcoming, and it was so beautiful. And to find that those were the giants on whose shoulders the rest of the clergy have stood, such that it was a place that when my son, who was now raised Orthodox rather than Reform, was looking for a place to go, this was an option. And the school has become so open. Those of you who don't know this, they provide him kosher for Passover meals. That's how far we've come. So not only, Steve, does he not have to ask for Yom Kippur off, because it's okay, you submit the form and you take it off. It's awesome.
Actually, we didn't have classes this year for it. Nobody had classes.
Wow. Right? That's really something. And he said, I need kosher for Passover meals. And Rabbi Swartz helped organize that he has kosher for Passover meals delivered. And he was even allowed to keep a fridge to be able to keep them. I mean, it's gone to a pretty warm and welcoming place. And we're not the only little group, so I'm sure that the Catholic students are enjoying a whole lot more freedom than they might have enjoyed back in the 60s, and there are some Muslim kids who I think are kind of finding their way. There has been talk of a halal meal plan at Phillips Academy, so all pretty surprising and shocking, and apparently thanks to Ted Sizer and Rabbi Gendler and Reverend Zader, thank you all. This is pretty amazing.